The next Nitro is from the Cow Palace.
Oh boy. Get ready, folks.
This is a big building. Everybody is familiar with this iconic building that housed Super Brawl with Hogan and Piper and so many other iconic major wrestling moments. 1,941 paying fans who pay a whopping $63,000. We're booking major buildings. We can't give the damn tickets away. The show was built around determining the next WCW champion. It's set up with you teaming up with Booker T to take on Sting and Scott Steiner. The winning team will then take each other on. You would get the pin on Sting after hitting him with a guitar while Steiner was pinning Booker, but your pin is the one that's counted.
Right.
And man, this is a little confusing because Booker T's a babyface, you're a heel, and y'all are attacked. I don't get it.
Conrad, I swear to you, and my world listeners, you guys got a lot of patience, so you're going to have to work with us on this. When I read the research, I said, now, wait a minute. Is that a typo? Because I don't specifically remember this and that. Like me and Booker really have the story going, or I thought we did. Because
well, so that's the story. So you won. So now you're going to wrestle Booker. He was your tag team partner. So now you guys get to wrestle each other on the show. This is really happening.
Okay. So in full context, Bash at the Beach was 2 months prior. I laid down to Hogan, and then I put Booker over at the end of the night. We came back in a rematch in August pay-per-view. I put him over again, and so we're off to the races. So me and Booker, hypothetically speaking, theoretically speaking, had come off a somewhat of an angle the prior 2 months, and now here we are at Nitro at the Golden Cow Palace, and we're partners against the other angle going on. Well, kind of. Sting and Steiner. So the angles at this point were Booker and Steiner and me and Sting. Have I confused you enough, Conrad?
Well, and the thing that's interesting to me is in the middle of all this, you know, Russo is going to say, I shouldn't be the champion, bro. I'm going to vacate the title. So now it's going to be a San Francisco 49ers match out the Cow Palace in front of the 1,941 paying fans. And if you're watching with us, you see not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 poles. Everybody knows that Vince Russo loved to put things on poles. What does he put on a pole here? Thankfully, it's not Judy Bagwell, but it's 4 boxes. So there's 4 boxes hung from 4 poles at all 4 ring posts. And inside one of those boxes is the world title. So the person who finds that now this is not only a wrestling match, it's also a PE competition. It's like a fireman drill. You got to climb the pole. And at the same time, it's also a scavenger hunt. So who's the best wrestler? Who's the best guesser? Who's the best pole climber? And they will be the WCW World Champion. What the hell is this?
Oh, I'm telling you,
that seems Memphis right there. Does it not? That is Memphis.
Well, when we get into what's in the boxes, I don't think you'd say that's Memphis, but that's okay. So maybe 4 poles, I'll give them that. It was.
You want to tell everybody what was in the first box?
Can I? A freaking blow up doll.
Now, I know I'm asking you a personal question here.
You got personal last week talking about undergarments.
Is this the first time you've seen a blow up doll in person in real life?
Connie, you didn't become the podfather without asking the hard hitting questions. And I would have to say that's the first blow up doll I've seen in person. I think you probably hit the nail on the plastic head.
I mean, we've seen like gags before, you know, that sort of thing where in a movie somebody has a blow up doll, but I've never actually seen one in real life. But thanks to wrestling, I saw him in ECW, and now I saw him here on Monday Nitro, a blow up doll. Meltzer would write, if I actually hated wrestling, I'd be laughing at this. But the saddest part is Jarrett and Booker had a damn good match, even with the blow up doll. Booker opened the second box, which had a photo of Scott Hall, which, by the way, is a famous classic meme. Look at Booker's expression right there. Just great stuff. Booker got the third box, and that was a coal miner's glove, which is a callback to just a terrible main event from Halloween Havoc several years prior. Spin the wheel, make the deal with Jake the Snake and Sting. Jarrett would hit Booker with the glove and he sold it, but not like the old days. Then he used a sleeper. The ref would check Booker's arm, which made no sense because it had gone down 3 times. That doesn't guarantee a finish anyway. But after going down twice, Booker on the third one signaled he was awake. The announcers tried to explain why the ref was checking on him, given the rules, which only made things more confusing. See, the idea here, guys, is even if the arm drops, the match isn't over. Somebody's got to take down that damn box. Silly goose. So Jarrett comes off the top rope with the glove. Booker gives him the Uranagi, followed by an axe kick and a missed side kick, which Jarrett is still selling, even though it missed. Jarrett went outside the ring, tried to get a guitar from under the ring, but couldn't pull it out. So everybody knows Jeff Jarrett don't pull out of nothing. And as he tried a second time, it was Beetlejuice from the Stern Show under the ring holding the guitar. Beetlejuice gives Jarrett a low blow, allowing Booker T to win the belt in 13 minutes and 2 seconds. That's right. Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern Show. We get tons of talk and chatter and tags of you nailing Beetlejuice with the guitar. I don't think nearly as many people who know about that iconic moment realize a week later, he punched you in the yam bag and kept you from winning the WCW title.
Conrad, we just kind of talked about Mike Keith and talked about what a vivid picture, and most folks are listening to this just audio only, driving up down the road. We appreciate them tuning in, press pause, go in, make a little dinner, kick it again. Mike Keith actually says he listens to us lots of times during the summertime while cutting the yard. And I said,
well, there you go.
Yeah. But can you, Marcus, pull that picture up one more time? And Conrad, can you re-describe what you see there? And I want to make sure that you get this, not minor, major detail when describing the photo.
So what we've got is a corner perspective. We're near a ring post and a pole with one box suspended. Yeah. We see in the distance 3 other poles with strings hanging down, but no boxes attached. We have what looks like referee Slick Johnson across the ring, sort of shocked to see what are we looking at here, almost like it's Bret Hart about to take off his ring jacket. We see Booker T taking a knee and looking over his shoulder
in disbelief,
channeling his inner Ron Simmons. Damn. And we see you spread out trying to climb to the top rope. Your right foot is on the turnbuckle between the actual turnbuckle and the ring post. Your left foot looks like it's on the middle rope, and you're trying to make your way to the top rope to secure that box. But a little person in a Superman costume, and we know this to be Beetlejuice because it looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Demolition Man. He has blonde hair. He is punching, and it doesn't look like he's punching you in the posterior. It looks like he's punching you right in the coin purse.
Conrad, to me, if you just walked in off the street backstage and see different guys, but I have lived this a couple of times. When you see Beetlejuice in the Superman outfit,
it's the best.
Conrad, it just takes it to another level.
It does.
Like, what world are we living in? I wish some longtime Stern listener, if Borash has ever listened to this, he can maybe get, where did Beetlejuice come up with the Superman motif? Like, do you know, like, how did he become Superman?
That's a great question. I think he was just Super Beetle at that point, and I'm for it. I mean, I couldn't help but watch that and wonder, what are they smoking? What do you remember of that match? The 49er match.
Yeah. I mean,
what's going through your mind? Like, you've seen it all.
Well, there's a couple of things in that. I've never been in a 4 quarters box match with a blow up doll. Okay. I didn't really get the Scott Hall picture. I still don't really like to a wrestling fan. I don't, and I remember having these conversations and I was like, whatever, this is, I go work, I go do this. Me and Book always had really good chemistry. I mean, we did some kickoff shows together a couple of years ago, and we've got good banter. I mean, when we see each other in a locker room or whatever, always have, to me, good chemistry. And I think Booker is one of those guys. You better pack a lunch, as they say. But I think both of our efforts, we like to go out and work. I think that's our game face mentality that both of us had. But put in these circumstances, it's not always easy. But again, showbiz, we get it. Sports entertainment. Let's go do the very best we can. I don't know if you've ever seen Scott Steiner laugh, Conrad. Have you ever seen Scott kind of lose it in laughing? It's
No, I've seen him laugh, but not lose it. No,
few and far between. So our man Beetle, Super Beetle, was supposed to just hit me once in the below the belt. He decided to kind of just let her roll. And if Marcus, at some point, if we can get kind of a clip of this, there was multiple shots. I'll just say this: Beetle got his stuff in. But man,
so you're saying he was working stiff?
Oh, he was working a couple of stiff shots. He hit me, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 times. It's like Scott said, he said he was like, he just Scotty really got a kick out of this high spot or leading to the finish. But old Beetle hit up under that. And you forget about these things. That, like, I wonder who was up under there with him to give him the signal to go, or did I give him the signal?
It was Shuli Agar. Not really, but that would have been great.
Would have been great. But no, it was another microcosm of WCW creative at the time.